This morning, I or within me came up a concept, um, easy to understand, but you can go much deeper with it based on how you feel about it and how you interpret it and where you are. Read that. It's not beautiful. Didn't write it. It was a bit rushed. Just wrote it down to get it down. Be not here. Be not here. How often do you experience things in your reality that you do not enjoy or that you do not feel like being in? In these times that we live in now, each of us have free will, and that is obviously what we want to create, right? Is a free world. Be not here is the understanding that says you do not have to be attached to this world or this life. Be someone else in your mind. Create it. There's you as a human being, as you sit here, you have you know, uh, a being, right? You have a being. You have a temple, the body and the mind, and this manifested thing that you are. It has to go through a process of learning and growing and all of these different things. This is something that can save many people from much pain. The ability to not need to literally be traveling the world or literally doing all of these things, because it's not always possible for us, right? And so we have to look at what we do have access to very easily, and how can we then create that from there. And this is something that everyone deals with in some way, shape, or form. Be not here. Be somewhere else. Don't be consumed by this life. Do not be consumed by it. Create a dream from within. Create a dream within yourself. And you have access to the internet. You have access to a whole world of brilliant stuff. And first, it starts in the ethereal. It starts in the mind. Take your spirit to that place within yourself. It's not always easy, because to do that, you have to drop fear. The fear of being delusional. The fear of being not here, which is a fear, because life wants you to be here. It wants to suck you in. But once you see that we are in a dream, realize that this is a dream. So your process from here to there, which is your dream reality, physically manifested and spiritually manifested, everything manifested, boom, you see it right in front of you. It is not that yet, but how are you gonna get there, right? That's the path to take. How are you gonna get there? How are you gonna do it? There's many different ways to do it. My approach, created in the mind. What I'm doing right now is listening to music. Got my headphones on, boom, listening to music, and building a dream house, right? Going on Google Maps, looking for a spot. Where would I want to stay? There, right there. I want to go there. Boom, zoom in, 3D mode on, look for the, and then you study it. You're like, I like if my house was built on a hill that's about 40 degrees like this, and that gives me the ability to build a house like that, and that gives it a feeling of being like a cave, which I like. I like the idea of being in a cave. And then you go look at cave stuff, and there's an infinite amount of stuff available to you to do that, you know. I am building this like image, right? And I work with, what do you call that when you make like a, you just like write all of the stuff, just get it down. First start with something small, get it on a paper, get the image on a paper. Go make a collage, go to Word, like put a bunch of images on it and get this picture of what you want in front of you, right? Get the picture in front of you, get a clear picture of what you want, collect it, right? If you have all of these different papers that I'm going to design every single room that I want, I know that I want 9 rooms in the house because 9 and 3 are significant numbers. So 9 rooms in 3 sections, right? And you want to work with shapes as well, so circles, perfect circles, and you want to do it in a specific spot, and you just design this, right? See what that does for you. Just design that and see the way you start thinking, because now you see that to do that is not too far away. I've already created it. It's already here. It's not manifested physically yet, but it's here. I can see it. And then start with something small. Start with a piece of art that you would like to have in this house. Start with the type of grass that you would like to have in this house, right? On the property, the type of flowers that you want to have. How are you going to use the airflow? How are you going to play with that? How can you create that? And how can you do that now? How can you create that art now? These small little pieces, and after a while you've got this whole mountain of stuff that you've collected. Great, now I'm with this whole, like I've spent 2 years collecting stuff. Great, now I have, and obviously your vision will expand with time, but great, now I have this mountain of stuff that I've collected over time. Now I'm 5% there, right? Very quickly, because you're getting older, right? Opportunities awaken. I know that because I'm still very young, as I get older, opportunities will become more prevalent, right? You attract attention with time. You will attract more attention. You will attract the right people. You will attract the right experiences. So now you have this mountain of stuff that you've created, the art, the concepts, the ideas, everything that you've created here in front of you. No, this is what I want. And then the next 10 or 20%, someone can help you with that, meaning you can move to the right location, for example. Meaning you can start to make money, for example. Great, 2 years on, now I'm 50-40% there, meaning I've got friends in the right location. I'm making money, I'm on my way there, right? And then the next 50 is to get the property first, the right place. But you know exactly where you wanted it. You waited for this moment. You waited for this time. So this is just an example. I'm just taking you through a journey of the mind. What I'm basically saying is that you do not have to be obsessed with what everyone else has and how everyone else is going about their lives. Create this little bubble for yourself and see how it can be very, that's how we have to do this. If you are going to be dragged around by this world, if you are going to be a slave to this world and the desires that it, or the impulsiveness that it enforces onto you, if you are going to be a slave to that, you are going to suffer. This world is not a healthy place. You have to create the healthy place. You have to become the healing space. And how can I align my energy with the right energies on this planet, right? And open your mind. You're not stuck. You're not stuck where you are. Don't get stuck where you are. Open your mind, look at the entire world and be like, where do you want to be? What is your vibration? Open your mind to that. And then even if it takes 10 years, you have something to work with. And even if it's not a direct path, like getting a job and doing this and this and this, it's an indirect path. Meet the right people, do the right things, make the right art. You know, if you do this, let's say, for example, you want to go to China, and but you want to, you can't get a job, so you have to think about certain stuff. So go start to do, this is an example. Look at the art that they do in China specifically. Look at the interests that they have in China specifically. I'm going to use the dragon as an example, right? And a dragon. So start doing dragon art and see where the dragon art takes you. You meet the right Chinese people, and the right Chinese people have this one friend that you know, and this right friend and this, and everything starts to align, and he's like, no, you can come stay with me. And that's what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be this direct path of getting a job, making money, doing the way the world sees stuff. It doesn't have to be that way. So there, be not here. You don't have to be here. Fly away in your mind. I give you permission. Don't be too crazy. Don't just like, but yeah, you don't have to be so with this life, reality. What's this